Did you grow up watching the iconic animated classics of the 90s? In this video, we're going to be breaking down and ranking the Disney animated films of the 1990s. Let's get into it. Welcome to the video, everybody. Today we're going to be getting into the nitty-gritty of 90s Disney animated movies, discussing our favorite moments, and we're going to be ranking also our favorites from least to favorite, to number one. So for me, that's really hard to do because there's two that I've never been able to place from my number one spot. They've always been tied for number one. Anytime anyone's asked me, I could never actually.
So we're getting the exclusive?
So you're getting the exclusive. This is going to be my official statement. I worked it out ahead of time, and I decided which one I'm placing number one.
I think I know. Well,
I don't think you know me as well as you think. Just because you married me doesn't.
I think I'm going to have some controversial takes.
I bet you will. I am a 90s kid through and through, as I'm sure most of you watching are. Grew up on VHS tapes, grew up on just those afternoons in front of the TV. Nothing like it. It's some of my warmest memories. Can you relate? Have you had those moments?
Oh, yeah. Although I will say that we were, the 90s Disney movies were big in our household, but even bigger were 90s Disney sing-alongs. So maybe at some point we should do a little recap of.
Did you
90s.
have all the sing-along tapes?
Oh, yeah. Like, I have a very specific memory of watching the 101 Dalmatian one.
Yeah.
Like, where the puppies, run up it's like live action.
The live action wasn't a sing-along. There was no music in that.
No. It was a live action sing-along where
they filmed
real puppies. I don't know if I'm making that up though, but I have a memory of watching that. So maybe we should try to find old 90s Disney.
That could be a whole nother video that we do because there's a lot to dive into there.
Yeah.
But that goes along with what I'm saying. Just watching those 90s VHS tapes.
Totally.
It's the most nostalgic thing. But today we're going to dive into our favorites from least to worst. Let me just preface
From least to worst?
I mean, from least to best. Let me preface this. I love all of these movies.
I don't.
Actually?
No, I'm just kidding. I do.
I'm saying I love them all, but I have to rank them for this video. So don't think just because I'm placing one last. There's no hate on it. I respect it all. I love it all. Just want to say that. Let's just start with it. What did you put as your... Let's actually list the movies first. I'm going to include... This is technically 90s because this is the decade that...
Yeah, there's one that I thought was in...
It was just easier to title this video 90s rather than 1989 and the 90s because I am including Little Mermaid on this video.
Oh. Wait, I thought Tarzan was from the 2000s.
99.
Oh, okay. So close.
But I do want to include Little Mermaid, even though Little Mermaid was 1989, just because people consider Little Mermaid. It's all part of the Renaissance.
It ushered us in.
It ushered us in. That was the first. It was 1989, but that was the first movie that really started this whole movement of the Broadway-style Disney animated feature, which before that...
Some would say it was Disney's comeback.
It was. It actually was Disney's comeback. That's why I want to include it. The Disney Renaissance is what this is referred to as this time period.
What's the documentary that you would recommend people watch?
You gonna cut me off the whole time?
Oh, sorry. What's the documentary that you would recommend people watch if they're interested in 90s Disney? It's
called Waking Sleeping Beauty. It's my all-time favorite documentary. It's amazing. I definitely recommend watching it. It explains the whole, from the decline of Disney animation, it started going downhill fast with certain movies, and then movies like Oliver and Company, Little Mermaid started revving up to what's known as the Disney animation renaissance, which is Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, like all those hits from the 90s. So it's called Waking Sleeping Beauty. You should definitely check it out. It's on Disney+. But I do want to do a whole video on that because there's a lot I want to talk about with that documentary. All right, before we get into it, though, I do want to point out that I didn't include The Rescuers Down Under in this list. It came out in 1990, but it didn't do very well, and it wasn't one that either one of us watched as a kid, really. So we kind of just want to focus on the big hits of the 90s. But I do want to mention it. It's worth mentioning. The Rescuers Down Under. That movie is actually really big on introducing a lot of aspects of computer animation, digital graphics into the artwork, color compositing in the computer. It was actually really technologically groundbreaking for the industry. But the animation is actually really beautiful, and it's worth mentioning.
List all the movies.
We're going to list all the movies. So
let's just read them off.
I'm including Little Mermaid. Do you want to read them off?
Yeah. So we have, for our rankings today, this is not in order, obviously. This is just all the movies that we're ranking. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan.
That's right. All classics, all greats. But we are going to get into it. Do you want to say yours first, what you put in last place?
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you take? What?
Because I'm just like in real time.
Are you like
thinking.
worried people are
Okay.
gonna like you're gonna get hate on it?
No, no, no.
Is it controversial?
So my least favorite out of all of these movies is Pocahontas.
My heart just broke a little bit. Actually,
Yeah, I think that it has great music. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop. You're going to do that for everyone. I don't know. When I look at this list, it doesn't stick out to me. I think Colors of the Wind is like one of the best Disney songs ever written. But like outside of that, like I could not tell you what the plot is.
what?
I could not tell you what happens.
You don't know what?
No,
Try
I could
right now,
not
try.
tell you what's the goal of the movie. Like I just it didn't
Is
capture
this
me.
just for the video, or are you being?
No,
serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Okay, try and say what you think Pocahontas is about.
I mean, I know it's like about a Native American tribe and English people coming on the boat
Yeah, I mean it's.
and trying to conquer. It's a little
Okay, but-
controversial.
No, it is, but
And then one of the Englishmen, John Smith, classic, falls in love with Pocahontas.
Yeah.
And like they can't be. It's like
Star-crossed
forbidden.
lovers,
Yeah,
Romeo and
forbidden love.
Juliet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I can name the plot, but it's just like I don't know.
Okay.
It just doesn't grab me.
we'll deal with this after post video. We'll have a
Okay, you
discussion
can't be
about
mad at every single take I
this.
have.
It's probably gonna happen.
Did you not think that was going to be my least
No,
favorite?
I
Okay.
want to talk about more about Pocahontas first before we continue. It's a beautiful movie. Some of the best music, like you said. Colors of the Wind is one of my all-time favorite Disney songs. I know it's you'd say it's one of yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you say your least now.
So I put Hunchback as my last. Yeah, I mean,
That
Hunchback-
is awful.
I love Hunchback. Love the music. Definitely one of the darkest, probably the darkest Disney movie that's ever been made. I would
The Black Cauldron.
say. Okay, never mind. Nice.
Wow.
Wow. The
I
fact
know.
that you even knew that movie.
That's Mrs. Disney living for you.
Yeah. This is my wife, by the way. I don't even think I introduced you. This is
You took
Allie.
off your wedding ring before you
I know.
introduced.
This is Allie. This is my wife. I'm sure you've seen her if you follow me on Instagram, but she's now my co-host as well. She's not just my wife today. She's also a co-host. Anyways, the reason I put it last, it wasn't one that I watched a ton when I was a kid. I was actually terrified of it as a child. It was rightfully so, and a lot of you have said that you've agreed with me on all the videos I've ever posted about Hunchback. But music is amazing. It's a beautiful movie. As an adult, we actually just watched it recently, me and you.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I appreciate it way more than I did when I was a kid. But yeah, as a kid, it wasn't. I'm kind of just going off of like my all-time favorites, and so like at this point, I love the film. I appreciate it so much. Beautiful music, beautiful animation, super powerful film. But in terms of ranking my favorites, because I love them all so much, I have to put it last because it's just too hard to.
Yeah. I could understand
so
it.
Hunchback
I
is-
don't agree, but I could understand it.
So that was one of your favorites growing up, or like.
Not growing up. I just watched it for the first time.
What did your brother always call it when he was?
Oh,
little?
the Humpadon.
Her brother couldn't say the title. So he'd say
Humpadon.
Humpadon.
Okay, my next one. Ooh, this is hard.
Did you not already pre-rank them? Are you doing it on the spot?
No, I'm
right
doing
now?
it on the spot.
fly?
I have like an idea, but I'm doing it on the spot. Tarzan. And I just think it's because the music is obviously great. Phil, this is a song about monkeys.
Oh, that one reel?
Yeah. Music is great, but again, it just doesn't capture me the same way that other ones capture me. And it's not one that I would just want to like throw on to watch or feel nostalgic. I just didn't have as much of an attachment to it growing up. But the music is fantastic. I feel like the music is like iconic, but it's also not music that I would just like turn on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you're a very Broadway girly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's
a little
it's more
less.
pop, it's more
Yeah.
contemporary.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
no,
good.
I mean-
Decent, but not my fave.
I can see that tracking for you. Honestly, I'm looking at my list right now on my phone, and a lot of these are hard to place, and I'm starting to second guess it. Yeah, this is gonna shock you. This is gonna shock a lot of people probably, but The Little Mermaid.
I knew you were gonna say that one. I literally almost said you were gonna say The Little Mermaid right now.
But that's Little Mermaid. I mean, it's Glenn Keane, the lead animator of Ariel. He animated Aladdin, Beast, Tarzan.
What?
He's one of my all-time. I'm an
You're
artist.
putting Tarzan above Little Mermaid?
I
crazy. No. Stick
Maybe I
to your
should
list.
start.
No,
I have
stick to your
stick
list.
to the list.
Stick to
I
your
have to
list.
stick to- I have to
Stick
stick
to
to it.
your list. Wow. Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say though. Little Mermaid, still love it. Obviously, I love all of these films. I want to keep saying that, but yeah, I think if I have to place it somewhere, but also Part of Your World is one of the greatest animated sequences of all time.
Also, the live action remake is
It's great.
one of the best live action remakes.
Yeah, that and Aladdin, I would say, were the best. Two of the best.
Wild uncharted waters.
That song is slept
It's
on.
so
That
good.
deserves more love.
It's so good.
But yeah, no, I mean, you can't. Part of Your World is one of the most iconic Disney songs, one of the most iconic Disney moments. And it was actually, Part of Your World was almost cut from the movie. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Jeffrey Katzenberg, one of the executives at the time, again, watch the documentary Waking Sleeping Beauty.
So good.
It talks about all this and it's great. But anyways, they did a test screening of Little Mermaid for like audiences, like kids, like just like families. And Part of Your World wasn't, granted, it wasn't fully animated yet. It was just pencil test, which is no color. It was just pencil sketches. And they showed it to this test audience, and they claim a lot of kids got restless and it didn't land very well. So Jeffrey Katzenberg went back to the artist and was like, we got to cut this scene. Like it's not landing. It's going to kill the film. And the artist pushed hard for it. A lot of people at the studio that pushed hard to keep it in. And thank God they did, because even Jeffrey said after, he's like, thank God we didn't cut that, because this was the heart of the movie. You know, it was her whole dream, what she inspired to. So that's an iconic moment, and I love that moment. That's one of my favorite Disney moments. But yeah.
Mulan.
Dang.
I know. I love, like, literally cannot express how much I love Reflection. I seriously think it's one of the best Disney songs ever written.
Yeah, I agree.
Not just because it's the one that I sound literally the best on. But, no, I'm just
She's
kidding.
very humble, guys, as you can tell.
But I just think it's such a beautiful song. But everything else about the movie is like whatever. I seriously think though that it's
Eddie
good.
Murphy, Mushu?
No. Eddie Murphy saves the film for sure.
Dang.
But I don't know.
I'll
Just
Make a
not
Man
my-
Out of You?
Oh, love that song.
Think it through, babe. You gotta think this through before you just spout off.
Yeah. What about you?
Should I just stick to my list?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of re-guessing things.
No, stick to your list. Stick to your gut.
Okay. I put Tarzan.
That feels right.
Yeah, but like you said, like I love it. The music is amazing. Phil Collins. He didn't have to do it for us, but he did. He gave everything. He poured his heart into that score, into the soundtrack. Honestly, that tree surfing scene, still one of the coolest scenes in Disney animation. Love Tarzan, but that's where it ranked on the list for me. All right, what's your next?
For me, Hunchback.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot. You have it higher than I thought it was.
I know. Agree with you that it is very dark, and I didn't watch it as a little kid.
Yeah, the priest, or he's not a priest. The judge, Judge Frollo. That guy is terrifying.
Yeah. But the music is so good, and it's just so like emotional, and I just feel so sad for Quasimodo
I know.
that it just pulls something out of me. And the stained glass of the Notre Dame, and I don't know, just the whole setting of it is.
Beautiful.
I just think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and I love the music. God Help the Outcast. So good. So yeah, higher than I would have expected too. But maybe it's just in this moment in time too, because we just watched it.
Are you
a
an
couple months
Esmeralda
ago.
girl? Or were you like loving Esmeralda as a kid?
No, I never watched it. My brothers watched it, but or maybe I did, but I just don't really
You just don't
remember.
remember,
Yeah.
All right. Even this is going to be controversial because it's not as high as I think people would think I would have placed it. Beauty and the Beast.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why.
No real reason, just like other ones a little bit more. I mean, like I said, I love all these movies, but if I have to place it, there's other ones that just ranked higher that I would watch a little more frequently. Love the Beast. I would say the Beast is probably one of my favorite characters to draw. And love the music. I mean, you can't beat the title song, Beauty and the Beast, Tale as Old as Time. One of the best Disney songs of all time. That ballroom scene, as the scene is like rotating around, like the camera's rotating around those 2D animated characters. 2D meaning two-dimensional hand-drawn characters. James Baxter animated that whole perspective. So he had to draw those characters as the camera was, because it was before computer animation, so they didn't have an actual camera. There weren't 3D characters in the computer. You had to draw all these angles by hand. So he like continuously drew those characters as they're dancing like rotating angles, and that may not seem like a hard thing to do for someone that doesn't know a lot about drawing, but that's a very hard thing to do. And that scene is so beautiful, the way he drew that. And then the whole background is actually a computer-generated ballroom.
Oh, interesting. But
So-
the characters are 2D.
The characters are hand-drawn, yeah, two-dimensional.
So
But-
it just means that he had to like understand their proportions
Yeah,
so
he had
well
to-
that
he had to-
they looked like seamless.
Yeah, which is a hard thing to do as a hand-drawn artist. And it's just executed perfectly. That scene is one of the most beautifully drawn scenes in Disney animation. So all these movies have these standout. This is our dog, Dixie. She just walked right through the shot. Yeah, all these movies have standout moments. So even if we're placing them at certain spots, like there's moments that are number one still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, this is getting
number 6.
harder.
It's getting harder as you go. I know.
Okay. Hercules. And that's really hard for me because I have never resonated or felt seen so much as the chubby goddess. Like, she is my everything. I love her more than anything. And the songs are, like, just next level. Like, the harmonies, the complexities, the intricacies of the way that those songs come together are just, like, unlike any other Disney movie. You know? Like, not only is the, like, melody great and the lyrics are great, but just like how the production of those songs were made is like insane.
Yeah.
And so I love it. I love Hercules.
Hercules is amazing.
A lot of mine are based on the music, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, tracks for you.
Yeah.
You want to sing us something?
No.
No?
No.
Too shy? Mm-hmm. She'll sing after you stop. So my number 5 is Mulan. Yeah.
That's high.
Huh?
That's high. I thought it was gonna be lower. Oh, Mulan just came on the TV.
Oh, yeah. I love Mulan. The music, animation is great. Mushu, as a kid, I loved Mushu. Like, I would quote his lines all the time. Like, I would do, like, Eddie Murphy impression. I'm not
didn't
gonna
know that.
I'm not going to do it right now because you're not singing, so I'm not going to do my impressions. But as a kid, like, I remember, I have this specific memory in elementary school where I would, like, go around with my friends and, like, just quote Mushu's lines, and everyone would, like, think I was the funniest guy. Mushu's one of my favorite Disney characters still.
I like Mushu pork. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, it's Mushu pork, yeah. No relation, but he's a dragon. I placed it at number 5. I still watch that one a lot. I'll throw that one on in the background when I'm working. I'll throw all these on, but that's one that I will more frequently. I just love the vibes of it. Powerful, moving.
So my number 4?
4.
My number 4 would probably have to be. Oh, this is hard.
Well, you're doing it on the fly right now. You should have done this ahead of time.
No, I'm doing great. I think my number 4 would probably be Little Mermaid.
Wow. Really? For you, I'm shocked because you think that's her go-to shower song as part of your world.
Okay, don't at me like that. Yeah, Part of Your World is iconic. But I really love the phantasmic edit of Part of Your World. Same thing with, if anyone's familiar with Mickey and the Magical Map, which was a...
R.I.P.
Oh my gosh, I know, I miss it so much. Which was a Disneyland show for a very long time. Mickey and the Magical Map had an edit of Just Around the River Bend, Reflection, and At Last I See the Light. What is it called?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
See the Light, I think is from Tangled. Yeah.
Is that really what it's called?
I think it's just called I See the Light from Tangled. Yeah.
Anyway, they had a mashup of all those, and it was seriously
Yeah.
iconic.
I miss that show.
But anyway, Little Mermaid. Yeah, I think it's a good staple. It makes me feel good every time I put it on. Flounder's adorable. I feel like I am Sebastian. Under the Sea is like everything to me. Like, I love a good dancing to Under the Sea when you're watching World of Color in California Adventure.
Another great show.
There's nothing quite like a little salsa moment to that song.
That's true.
So it is a great song, great movie, and it's my number 4.
All right. Here's my number 4. Hercules.
Wow,
Yeah. As we talked about before, the music, great. The gospel style, I love it.
so good.
Hercules is a great hero.
You resonate with him?
I resonate with young, skinny Hercules. No shame. Skinny people.
Calm down.
No, Steve Rogers from Captain America.
Totally.
It's all about the heart. Well, that was the whole point of Hercules and Captain America. Actually, this is a great point. In Hercules, what does Zeus say to him?
A true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the strength of his heart.
He says it's about the heart behind it. That's what makes you a true hero. So you can be skinny and have heart, and you're still a hero.
But are you a hero if you don't save anyone?
I'll look for opportunities to save somebody. That's all I need. I just need to find an opportunity to save somebody. Maybe I'll stage something and I'll save you from something that I set up. Not all heroes wear capes.
Totally, I agree.
Everyday heroes, people just do
For sure.
good deeds. Even if you just give a smile to somebody, maybe they needed that smile.
I totally agree.
Yeah, let's just get back to the basics here. Hercules
It's good.
is a great movie. Again, Hercules, I throw it on all the time in the background when I'm working or whatever. It's just music, animation, everything. Zero to Hero is a bop. I Can Go the Distance is like, you know how like Part of Your World is like one of your go-tos?
Yeah.
I Can Go the Distance, like,
Can you sing it?
I have often dreamed
Oh.
of a far-off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me. I think my voice cracked a little bit.
I know it did.
Anyways, I might not put that in. I Can Go the Distance is one of those songs that still hits me to this day. Hits me right in the feels. And it just can't beat it. It's one of those top Disney songs for me. And I belt it out. It's one of my shower songs. Where in the shower, if I'm singing, it's always a go-to for me.
Okay, my number 3.
Okay, go.
Look, this is getting really challenging as we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I think my number 3, Lion King. I know.
That's still good.
Look,
that's still good.
Once we break into the top 3, it's like we're all.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the list and I'm trying to figure out which ones we haven't said.
No, don't figure it out.
No, just in my head. I'm not
No,
gonna say
I know,
it.
but I don't want you to know. I want you to be surprised. Yeah, Lion King is fantastic. I'm not a big. Well, actually, I don't know if I can say this anymore because my all-time favorite Disney movie ever is.
Well, I can't. I don't want to spoil it. You're literally
No,
gonna
not
get
the
to that.
90s.
Oh, it's not the night. Oh, Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
What I was
gonna
thinking,
say. What I was gonna say is I typically am not an animal Disney movie type of person.
You're more than you think you are.
But now I know that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. Now I am more because I love Lady and the Tramp and I love Aristocats.
Yeah, you do. Those are two of your go-tos now.
I know, but typically the animal ones are like not my favorite. So I feel like Lion King is like an exception to that rule.
Oh, but we have to say. Okay.
Zootopia. Okay, maybe I do like animal movies.
Zootopia is like one of her all-time favorite. That's another one of your favorites.
Favorite.
I would say that's probably more than Lady and the Tramp, right? Or is no?
Different vibes.
Yeah, but
Okay, but we're not talking about those movies right now.
It's okay. We can do a little tangent.
But here's the thing. Here's a hot take. Maybe it's not a hot take. I don't know. I don't think that the remakes of Lion King are very good.
Well,
Like I didn't think it was very like impressive for the shot by shot
no,
remake.
I'm not gonna fight you. It's as precious.
Did
as
not
it
like
is.
Mufasa. My brother.
Okay,
in the
let me
theater.
let me just say this real quick about that statement. I'm not gonna fight you on it because a lot of people have that gripe and that it was the first remake they did of Lion King was exactly, they didn't change anything, they didn't make it anything different. It was just shot by shot, regurgitated. I understand that. For me, it was just cool to see a movie that I love so much in a different way. And like when you watch a movie so much, you're so used to it. It's nice to see it in a different way, like after a while. So that's the joy I took from it. It was just cool to see it photorealistically and in a different way. But I do understand. It doesn't take anything away from the originals. That's what I always tell
Yeah.
people.
No,
When
I know.
These live action remakes, people always say, oh, it ruined it for me. It ruined the originals.
No.
The originals are always going to be there for you to watch. These are just different versions if you want to go further and watch it in a different way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's nothing against the original. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. But I do understand why people have problems with it. Mufasa was completely an original story. So that gave people what they wanted. Original Lion King
I
story.
didn't want it.
You really didn't enjoy it?
I did not like it. No.
Well, she
Thought it
sings
was,
the
like-
song all the time. So
Well, because it's catchy. Okay, you're number 3.
okay, my number 3 is Pocahontas.
Number 3, I'm.
You put that
shook.
as last, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's why
That
I was
is
so
the
shocked.
craziest thing of this whole.
No, it's not. Pocahontas has a huge fan base. Some of the video when I post like the retro TV videos on Instagram, Pocahontas, all the Pocahontas videos do like really well. Like they always blow up because people love Pocahontas.
I'm shook.
Yeah, and no, it's why you shook. It's literally
Why you shook?
Pocahontas. Some of my all-time favorite music is in Pocahontas. It's such a beautiful story. Like you said, it's star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet, in a Disney animated version, basically. Actually, another fun fact: Pocahontas and Lion King are being developed at the same time, and they had a meeting at the studio where Jeffrey Katzenberg sat all the artists down and he laid out both these movies, and people kind of had an option as to what they wanted to work on. They looked at artwork from both films and they kind of got to get a feel for where they wanted to go, what project they wanted to work on. And apparently everybody gravitated towards working on Pocahontas because it just looked like, after Little Mermaid and Aladdin and all these movies that had come before, it looked like the next big hit, like, to the artist. So everybody wanted to work on that. It was going to be like this majestic, like, Oscar-worthy movie. And everyone thought that was going to be a hit. So everyone wanted to work on that, and nobody chose to work on Lion King. And the few artists that did choose to work on Lion King, like, they said they loved to draw animals, so they wanted to jump onto that. And, I mean, history proves that Lion King it became the A movie. It broke all the records, and so it's just a little fun fact about those two movies. But, yeah, Pocahontas it still did really well, and I just love it.
That is the most surprising thing about this entire video.
You didn't know that? I feel
No.
like you know the Pocahontas. Also, I had this nightmare that there was a Pocahontas 2.
Isn't there?
No, but people, maybe, have you had the nightmare as well? Because there a lot of, like, other people have said they've had the same dream, that there was a Pocahontas 2 in the 90s that they made where, like, she, like, leaves.
And goes to England.
She goes to England and she chooses another guy, John Radcliffe, I think is his name.
I am John Rolfe.
She chooses him over John Smith.
Wait,
But
is
that's-
this a dream or did this happen?
No, it doesn't exist. I will refuse to admit that it exists.
Oh, so it really does exist.
No. She does not leave John Smith. John Smith's her one true love. That movie never happened.
But it did.
I agree to disagree. I think we're being pulled into our dreams and we don't know what's real.
How did that movie end?
Okay, fine, it happened, but I refuse to believe it happened. A lot of people agree with me. Anytime I post Pocahontas, everybody hates that movie because of that. She wouldn't choose this new guy. She meets this new guy, John Radcliffe is his name.
John Rolfe.
And
Why do they have to have the same name?
Yeah, clearly she has a type, right? She chooses this new guy over John Smith in the end. And that's just not my Pocahontas. Hashtag not my Pocahontas.
All right, number 2.
Number 2. This is, okay.
No, this is for me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
haven't
I
had it.
got ahead of myself. Okay, go.
Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. I know you're number 1 now. Okay, so Beauty and the
Well,
Beast.
you knew it was my number 1. Beauty and the Beast is so good. It is just like classic. The only thing I will say that I feel like ruins Beauty and the Beast for me a little bit, but it's still held strong as number 2, is it's like the classic musical that every like high school or like theater place does.
It's like
And
overdone almost.
yeah, so I feel like it kind of cheapens it a little bit, but when we're just thinking about the movie itself, like there's just no one like Belle. She's so iconic.
Yeah, your mom loves Belle.
My mom is Belle.
Her mom was a teacher, and so she like says she's Belle because of all the books and stuff.
Yeah, and my mom always talked about how Belle is like educated and she like is thoughtful and she's not just like looking to be saved, and she just stood for more as a princess. And so
Let me ask you this. Is it true, I feel like you've said this in the past, that you think Beast is more attractive as a beast than a human?
he's
Like,
hot for sure.
like as a guy, as a man? Or
No,
as,
the prince like version is like kind of underwhelming, honestly.
that's what a lot of people say.
I guess it's just he doesn't look the way that I thought he would look. Because I thought he would have some beast-like characteristics, you know? Like, he'd have, like, doesn't he have, like, red hair? I would have thought he had, like, rich chocolate hair and, like, darker eyes and, like, more olivey skin. Like, I would have thought that he would, like, portray that a little bit more, but he, like, is so opposite that, like, yeah, I wanted him to look like you.
No, I'm just asking you because I feel like I've heard other people say that, and it's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, so you're just into,
I can see it.
You're just into beasts, I guess?
Yeah. I mean, clearly.
I guess I'm pretty hairy. Anyways, actually, I will say this about his eyes that you mentioned. That's one thing that the Glenn Keane, again, he has said that he wanted to make sure the whole time the eyes were consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that scene actually where Belle looks into his eyes and it like zooms close to his eyes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The eyes are the same eyes, which is, it like looks into his soul. It's like the soul of a human trapped in the beast form. But actually, no, I think the human beast is like a good looking guy. Like he's always been.
I mean, he's not like bad, but.
I've heard a lot of girls say that about him.
Okay.
Okay, here it is, folks. This is the moment that I was talking about. I've never made this choice before because I could never place one over the other. I love both these movies. They're both my two all-time greatest Disney animated films. I could never place Aladdin and Lion King in like a number one spot. Those two movies have always been my two favorite movies that I grew up with. Aladdin, see, I'm getting choked up talking about it. Aladdin came out the year I was born, and I just always resonated with it. And I love that movie so much. That was our wedding song, A Whole New World. And Lion King is the first movie I saw in theaters. Some of my like earliest, I think one of my first memories of watching a Disney movie was in the theater. I have like these memories of snapshots of Lion King on the big screen. So that was the first movie that my parents took me to see in theaters. And I would listen to the soundtrack all the time. There's videos of me as a kid that my parents took of me singing along to Lion King, to the soundtrack. And those two movies have shaped me as an artist, as a Disney fan, as a creative. They just mean so much to me. I post about them all the time. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you already know this. But I can never place one over the other. But I'm going to make that choice right now. I'm going to say this. I think my number two will be Aladdin. Yeah.
Are you joking me? What?
Okay, but you know what? This is just for the sake of the list. They're both my favorites.
We get it.
But if I have to choose, I guess I'll have to do that.
My number one, Aladdin.
Aladdin.
It's such a good film. Like, it is full of heart, full of character. Every single song is amazing. The live action remake is literally the best live action remake they've ever made. Like,
It is.
It was mind blowing to me how good it was.
Yeah.
It was different enough to feel fresh, but it was similar enough to feel the same.
Yeah, they changed it enough to made it original, but also like stuck to the true heart of it.
Totally.
It has that heart. I actually was really surprised with the live action Aladdin. Like, I knew I would like it, but like, it's like actually really close to. It's just saying a lot to like the original Aladdin. Like, it's not.
I agree.
It's not. It doesn't beat
It's
it.
not
obviously.
animated, so yeah.
Yeah, but like it's up there with it. Like, I loved the live action Aladdin. And I thought the casting was perfect, other than Jafar. That guy was. His voice was too like high.
It's not scary enough.
So this is how it will be.
Yeah. No.
The California Adventure live
man.
performance of Aladdin.
That was our first date.
That was our first
We
date.
went to see that at California Adventure.
That was so good. Like, just every spin-off, I feel like that's how you know that it's such a good story. It's such good music. It's like such good execution that every spin-off mutation of it is amazing.
Yeah, 100% agree.
The colors,
Yeah.
the purples, the blues,
Yeah.
the
You're
oranges.
Really breaking it down artistically here now.
Yeah.
I've always resonated with it. I think, people said I look like Aladdin in the past. I'm not trying to. Do you want to jump in
Oh,
here?
you're so hot.
No, you don't. You don't say, I kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not baiting her into this. She said this
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I don't know why she's being so quiet right now.
You look like Aladdin, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be,
Aladdin would totally crack his voice, for sure.
Evening. Evening.
I've just gotten that before. So I'm half Indian, half Italian.
I look more like Ariel, I guess.
Yeah, well, your hair's a little red now because you dyed it, but yeah, I'd say Ariel. Anyways, number one is Lion King. It's the Lion King. I had to. I couldn't not put it number one. Like I said, I would listen to the cassette tapes of the soundtrack over and over. I'd watch the movie over and over and over. I was obsessed with it. Same with Aladdin, but I think if I have to choose for the sake of this list, it's got to be, I think, Lion King. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? One of my all-time favorite Disney songs. One of the greatest Disney songs ever. The music, the animation, the story, it's a perfectly masterful, beautiful film. And it's iconic, it's legendary. The whole scene with Mufasa's ghost, when he comes back and sees Simba in the fields, remember who you are, it's so powerful. You can get emotional just talking about it. I still get chills watching the scene of Simba take his place as king at the end. I still get teary-eyed, I still get chills of that scene. It always hits. It always hits home. It's in my heart. Same with Aladdin. That's it, guys. We
Top
did it.
9.
We actually got through it. I can't believe I actually got through that. That was hard.
Top 9 Disney movies of the 90s.
Yeah. Well,
All fantastic movies.
Well, again, Little Mermaid's 89, but I included Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I got through it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let us know your favorite in the comments. If you agreed with our list, whose list did you agree with more? No shame if it was her or me. It doesn't matter. It's all love. But let us know. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Stay Disney living. Thanks for watching, guys.